Okay. So, third video, final video, because I'm looking at my notes, I'm almost done. So, Maya calls Rusty because I'm sure she feels bad because she walked out. And she's like, listen, let me just give you some advice. And I forget what she initially says, but she was like, can I give you some non-legal advice? And Rusty's like, can I apologize first? And he's like, can I say I'm sorry first? And she's like, apology accepted. And then she says, listen, don't let him make you the asshole, which I think is incredible advice. And first of all, I love this phone call. And what I have to say is, Rusty, I have to give it to Rusty. Rusty is actually incredibly charming, as I said before. And it feels like, it's like with every woman in his life, he is, he's flirting. Like that scene when he's in the car with Eugenia, it felt like he was kind of flirting until she basically accused him of being a murderer and then he said, get out. This like conversation that he's having with Maya, it feels like he's flirting. Like, you know, he's trying to show like a more tender side of himself. And it's like he's a very passionate person. And, you know, we're seeing this dynamic when he and Maya have the fight. We're seeing this dynamic between him where he's like, he's so quick to yell at people. Like we've seen him, he's yelled at Barbara, he's yelled at Maya. Like he just yells so much. And it's like, even though you shouldn't raise your voice to people, unless they raise their voice at you, but it's like it creates almost an intimacy between you and whoever you're doing it to, because it's like, I care about whatever we're discussing, and if I didn't care, I wouldn't be acting this way. So I'm letting you see what I care about, and I'm showing some sort of vulnerability to you because the mask is removed. I'm showing you my real self. So, you know, Rusty's like, you know, maybe you were right. And Maya said, I'm always right, which I love because of how Black woman it is. I didn't look up all the writers of this episode, but I feel like one of them is a Black woman because I literally say that all the time. I'm always like, I'm always right. Or if I don't say that, I'll say like, I'm wrong literally like once a year. That's what I literally have said many times. But, yeah, so Maya's like, you know, listen, Rusty, I'm on my way. I'm coming. I'm going to show up, even though I said I wasn't. And I love that she showed up for him. And then when she walks into the courtroom, he's already on the stand and he kind of makes this face at her where he's kind of like, I know I fucked up. I apologize. I understand. I know I apologize, but I know I was wrong. Thank you for coming. So he just, and this is where I'm saying, like, Jake Gyllenhaal is such an incredible actor. And that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like him playing Rusty the man was stronger than him playing Rusty the attorney. So Maya comes in and he just makes that face. And I just love that face. So then before, you know, we go to the courtroom, he's on the phone with Maya. Raymond comes in. He hangs up. He's like, what are you doing here? And I knew Raymond was going to be back. Not just because I know how lawyers are, but I told y'all in a previous video that I looked on the IMDb and it says that he was in all 8 episodes. So I figured he was going to come back to court. And so he's just like, listen, Dr. cleared me. So I'm here. And it's just like people that want to be trial attorneys, and everybody wants to try cases, that goes to law school, but people that want to be trial attorneys love it. And they live for the thrill of trial. And I know that Raymond could not wait to get back to court, especially when he was watching the trial from his hospital bed And he felt like Rusty was messing up. He was like, he's acting a fool. I got to get in there. So we see that this day, when Rusty is going to take the stand and be cross-examined, the kids are there. And you were probably thinking, why the fuck are the kids there on a day like this? And I was thinking that, but then I thought, I'm sure that they probably were like, listen, we want to go to support our father. At the end of the day, he's still our dad. And they probably, were begging and were getting upset. And Barbara's like, you know what? I'm dealing with so much right now. Fine. Y'all want to go? Go. Like, they seem like they're older teenagers. Like, they're still in high school, but they seem to be older. And so I feel like if they feel like they can handle it, okay, come to court. And it was so tragic for that text to be read in front of them and Barbara, him saying to texting to Carolyn, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Because then it's like, okay, so were you planning to leave me? Like, what's going on? Now, we know 9 times out of 10, these men never leave their wives. So I'm sure he was not planning to leave Barbara. But it's just so... If she stayed through all of this and had no idea what she was going to do, whether she was going to say or go, because I think Jaden asked her at some point in one of the episodes, are you going to leave Dad? And she said, I don't know. That, for me, would have been the moment where I would have said, I'm leaving. I would have said, obviously, I'm not going to file for divorce while you're on trial for your life. But once this trial is over, I'm going to give it about 1 week and I'm leaving. That's what I would have said to myself. You told this woman you want to spend the rest of your life with her? Yeah, I'm out. So what I wanted to tell y'all, in case you don't know already, Presumed Innocent has been renewed for season 2, which I'm so excited about. Love this show. And Apple TV Plus says it's their most viewed drama in their history, which I'm not surprised by at all, because so many people have commented on my videos just saying that they love this show so much. And this is thanks to me and all of you that have been watching the show and have been enjoying my videos. So yeah, you're welcome, Presumed Innocent. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome, Apple TV Plus. We did this. So I think, so in the article that I read, it said they're unsure if Jake Gyllenhaal will be back because it's going to be a new case. So what I would love to see happen is that he gets acquitted because, there's reasonable doubt, which there is. And he goes back to work as a prosecutor, and then he takes a case, and that's the next case for season 2. That's what I would love to see happen. Or, if Jake doesn't come back, that Raymond goes back to work and Raymond takes the next case. I do not want to see where the focal point is either Nico or Tommy. They're not likable. And like I said, OT, love you on The Handmaid's Tale. Your performance here is caricaturish. So I definitely don't want it to be focused on him. Tommy is a creepy weirdo. Peter Skarsgård is playing that character so incredibly well because that's how Tommy is meant to come off. But to have a season focused on him where he's the main character, no. So hopefully we get, either one of the options that I presented that I would like. Oh, also, that fire poker, I forget what it's technically called, but that fireplace poker that showed up at Tommy's house, who did that? Who did that? I don't know. Because they didn't have that weapon, right? Which I think is involved in the case. They didn't have it. And now Tommy has it. So why would that person give it to him? Obviously, Rusty didn't do that. So guess we're going to find out. All will be revealed next week. See y'all then.